Hello, it's Em the Beginner Crafter. Welcome to another FlossTube video. Today I have a finish, and let's start with the finish. It's the Hogwarts Crest. Ta-da! I did make a mistake a few floss tubes ago when I said that all the back stitching will be done in black. Actually, the black was the outline of everything, but the letters, the motto, was in this kind of dark red color. The letters did not go out that well, especially here. I think you can see that something is wrong with those letters. I don't really know why. I went according to the pattern. I was looking at some like colors where things go, and I put the needle where it should. However, it might be that I had made a mistake a long time ago when I was stitching, cross-stitching actually, and that's when things went wrong. But yeah, you can still read the motto. It's not as terrible, so I can definitely live with that. So yeah, everything is back stitched or long stitched, because these are like long stitches, so not really back stitch where you just go one stitch, one stitch, one stitch. They're like point to point stitches, and this is what was in the pattern. And it also said to use two threads. So not like in back stitching where you usually use just one thread. It said to use two threads, and that's what I used. So I'm really happy with this finish. Now it only needs to be framed. I don't know when I will be framing my works. Definitely Hogwarts Crest is one of the projects I want to have in my flat, but I think it will be better to wait until I have a few more works before getting it to the framers, so that I can choose a frame that has the same style in different sizes, so that I don't choose one that I like, but for example, they can only do that for this project, which is small, and not for another one, which is bigger. So I think I'll wait a little longer before giving it to the framers, and then have a decision. So that's the first finish. Well, it's not the first finish of the year, I don't think. The first finish was obviously the Blackwork stitch along for 2021, which I finished this year. I finished the fairy, I think, last year, although I still have to do the beading, so it's finished / not finished. But yeah, it's definitely one of the first, and it's one of the last finishes of this year, and I'm really happy with it, because it did take me almost 3 years. I think I started maybe 2 years ago. It wasn't like super at the beginning of the channel, but I think it was over 2 years ago. So yay, I've finished, and I have something to show and frame. Another project that I might be able to go and frame soon is the Virgo. because I did make progress on the Virgo, a bit more than I had expected. Because I not only finished these 2 pages, like this is the small one, page, this is 22, and this is 17. So not only did I finish those 2, but I also did quite a lot of stitching in the next 2 pages. Here, as you can see, I is basically finished. R and G have some stitches filled in, and there are some stitches also here. So that's great, because Virgo is really getting close to being finished. Definitely not next time. I don't think it will be finished by the end of holidays, because wow, the end of holidays is in 3 weeks. But I don't think I'll be able to do it before then. But definitely this year. So I should have another finish this year, and I think the Virgo will be the last finish of the year, unless it will be the Blackwork stitch along for this year, because last day of the year is on Saturday. So the pattern will go on Friday, and it's possible, not sure, but it will be either the last or the penultimate finish for the year. And last time I said that, you know, I'll be doing the 7 Deadly Sins series, and I don't need any new patterns, and that's true, but I've realized I'll have really huge projects that will take me years to finish, and maybe I should find a smaller pattern that I could kind of get to finish, so that I had at least 1 finish a year, because that's, you know, motivating and makes you feel accomplished. So I'll have to rethink a little bit with this. I don't need new patterns. Maybe I don't need to start anything this year, because I have those finishes. I still have the fairy to finish, so maybe I'll move that for the next year, so that I have a finish next year. Those stitch alongs that take 1 year, they are also quite nice, because they do give you 1 finish per year. But yeah, I'll need to rethink a little bit, because it did make me feel a little stressed and kind of scared that yeah, for a long time I won't really have any finish, and how will I feel that I accomplished something? It's kind of scary, because with some projects like Miranda, I stitched about 1,000 stitches this time, so it's a huge progress, but you don't notice it as much, just because the whole pattern is so huge. I'm at 16% right now. I've done over 30 something stitches. It was a round number, and I was supposed to remember it. It's either 33 or 35%, 33 or 35,000 stitches. So it's a nice number, nice accomplishment. But the 1,000 stitches that I did, yes, you can see it, because I went down. But in the whole of things, 1,000 stitches, it's not a lot. And bear in mind that this is not the full fabric for the project. So if I have the normal size of the fabric, you won't notice it as quickly. And the 7 Deadly Sins are bigger than Miranda. So 1,000 stitches, even if I was able to do it every week, 1,000 stitches at a pattern. The pattern has 240,000 stitches. So that's, if I did 1,000 stitches per week, let's say it's per week, that's 240 weeks. That's almost 5 years. And I know I won't be able to stitch 1,000 stitches per week. Just not. I may be able to do it for a few weeks in a row, but then I'll just get tired and bored. So it's a lot of work. But anyways, Miranda. Yeah, so I'm getting to the point where I've got some more colors. For now, it was still mostly the colors that I'm used to here, so gray, purplish blue, things like that. But in here there will be a lot more other colors, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm really happy with the progress. The whites that you see, those breaks in here, these are mostly colors that I have somewhere here and they are finishing in the next row. So in order not to use thread that I don't need to use, because I have it here, I just left the space blank for the moment and then I'll get back to it. I should have all the colors for Miranda that I need. It just might be that at some point the bobbin with the color finishes and I have to order another bobbin of the same color. But there shouldn't be a situation that I don't have a color because I've never ordered it. Everything should be here already. So there's that. And it's just still the sky. It's nothing new. But I think around here in the next few rows it will be the sea. So already something happening a little bit more interesting to see, and like I said, different colors, so something a little bit more interesting. And the last project I worked on, and again I surprised myself with the amount of progress I made, was the Peppermint Purples Blackwork stitch along. Because I did the whole July fillers, all of the fillers for July. I was expecting to start July fillers, but I managed to do all of them. So that's great that I have them done. I really liked working on this one. This one was really interesting, and this one was quite easy to follow. It doesn't look as nice, but it might be the color, because I really like this dark. It really stands out, and with this green it's not as in your face. So this one was pretty easy to follow. This one was quite interesting, but it made my eyes blur a little bit for a while. So yeah, that's that. And I think I preferred the last year's coloring and the format, I think, than this one's. But it just makes things a little bit more interesting. And if I go... Oh, that's what I could do. I wanted to make the 2020 also a project. And that was yet a different shape. So it could just be the kind of series that there are different shapes and different formats every year, and that could make it interesting. So I'm not like mad at this one. I don't dislike it. It's just that I prefer 2021 version of the coloring and the shape of it. But the patterns for the fillers I like more or less the same. They are interesting and just something nice to work with and work on every time they're posted. So these are the 4 projects I worked on. I didn't work on Mini Marvelous Garden this time. I decided to give it a rest for a while. Of course, the Hogwarts Crests sort of gets out of rotation because it's finished. So I won't be doing that anymore. And I think I'll start Avarice, so the first deadly sin, next time. I didn't want to start this time because I knew that I would only have one day to work on it during the last 2 weeks, and I decided that it's not enough for it. It deserves to have a proper start. And I also want to make something like a whip log where I would put when I started a given project and when I finished it. So it would be better to like start with nice energy and be able to work on it for a longer while. So I don't think I'll work just on Avarice next time, although there is such an idea to focus solely on that one piece, just to have a nice start with energy. Also because I need to prepare everything. I need to put the thread on bobbins, I need to cut the fabric, I need to grid everything. So it just might be that I'll focus just on Avarice for the next 2 weeks, and I won't work on anything else. That's also a possibility. We'll see. If you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. It is appreciated a lot. Leave a comment down below if you want to say anything, and consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see the progress on other whips, works in progress that I have. Also, every other week I post crochet and FlossTube, so different projects and different crafts. And you might want to see that too. If so, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and hopefully see you next time. Bye!